The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 80. You get the Nasdaq down 2. S&Ps are up 5. We have the gold contract down $1.50, trading at $12.59. You have silver up 9 cents, $16.54 an ounce. Platinum is at $9.25. We got the light sweet crude catching a small bid. That's up 91 cents, $47.26 an ounce. Bonds, 10-year note down 15 ticks, 30-year bond off a point and 10 ticks. Now, that baby's coming back again with volume. They're selling the notes, they're selling the bonds, and that 3-month note yesterday, they had a problem moving that out. King dollar's down 183 ticks, 93.615. The euro's almost at 117 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 111 to the U.S. dollar. And we're going to go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. And folks, every trading day right here, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. If you want to understand the option market upside down, great program. Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, TD Ameritrade. If you haven't test drove the platform, folks, come over to our website at TFNN, hit the TD Ameritrade button, can bring it up. They'll allow you to trade paper money along with them each and every day. And we are going to be going through probably, I don't think I've ever seen a VIX trade this big.
Let's talk VIX.
We got in front of us right now, and Kevin had texted me when this was going on, and it was 265,000 October 15 calls were bought at $1.45 versus open interest of 22,000. 262,000 $12 puts were sold for 75 cents versus 22.7 open interest. And then 524,000 25 calls were sold at 45 cents versus open interest of 50,000. And guess what, folks? The VIX had just set a brand new record, closing below 10 for the 5th consecutive day on July 19th. Kevin Hicks, what's going on in this VIX market, man?
I'll tell you, it's that I knew I had to tell you that the minute that trade went up, because it
Seriously?
was a monster. It was a behemoth.
Yeah, and I read today in the Journal, folks. So in the Journal today, if the VIX actually, I guess he's going to make money over 15, that's for sure. But if it closed at 25, the profit would be $265 million.
Not bad.
Yeah.
That's pretty. Right. That's pretty intense, man.
And Tom, he did it for a credit.
Yes.
He did it for a credit.
Right.
Because he bought the call. He bought the 15 call, sold the 12 put.
Okay.
And then sold 2 of the 25 calls. So he did it for a net credit. So as long as it stays above 12, he's profitable. But we're at 9. But he's got. Yeah. Quite a wide ways to go here, and what I like about the trade most, and we mentioned this a lot on Swim Lessons.
Yes,
he focused his trade after Labor Day.
Okay, yeah, I know.
October,
right? And you were bringing this up in May. This is so cool, folks. If you really want to understand it, it's so cool, man. Right.
Yeah, he stayed away from any of the summer months where you can see what can happen to the VIX in a rallying market, but. It's going to be an interesting trade come Labor Day when everyone comes back from their summer and more eyes are on the market where the VIX goes. And anything between 15 and 25, he's a big winner.
That's pretty amazing, man. It's just it's really
the numbers are amazing.
They're staggering. There's no doubt. And the amazing part, folks, I am sure that he or she is just elated that the VIX went to 904 today, because at the beginning of the trade, I'd almost want the VIX to go down to 8. Sure. It's like we might as well get really
now
whacked
versus
out.
later. Right?
Yeah,
you don't want to do that in 3 weeks.
Get that spring effect, right?
Now.
Yeah.
Right. I imagine that they set up some mental hurdles that they had to get through, and they're saying this may look a little ugly in the middle of the summer.
You got to be able to stay strong in the first couple weeks you make a trade like that, right? Especially we have 5 days under $10. That might not change for a week or two, but you go out 2 months, like you say, for a reason. Yeah.
Right.
That's right, Tommy. Strong hands.
Yeah.
Is what you got to hold. This is not a trade for the meek.
Well, we were talking before we came on, and I said, what month are they? And you said October, and I said, okay, they get 2 months. Okay, that's
right.
big. That was the big, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be, obviously we have this written down on the wall here in the studio at Swim
Perfect.
And we're going to be watching it all summer and fall.
You can't help but watch the VIX anyway, right? So that'll be on your mind now, knowing there's that huge trade out there on top of it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And, that we were talking about that bond trade. The bond trade came and made $10 million.
Yeah.
So... when that was happening, I was wondering, I said, man, is this the same person that made the bond trade? He collected the $10 million and said, okay, man, I'm going for it again.
It's a volatility trade, so it could be, it is.
And it's funny, we talk a lot about financing your purchase.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Selling the put to finance the purchase of the call.
Right.
So my only real problem with the trade is he is naked short one call.
I know.
It is a 1x2, so above 25. Now that's a pretty catastrophic event that we're talking about there. Above 25, he would have some exposure.
Right.
Or
right.
they, whoever that is.
Yeah. No, I'm with you exactly. It's like, okay, here we go, man. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So listen, folks, right here. Every trading day, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. You want to understand the option market. And, of course, it's the most wonderful time of the year because we are talking
earnings.
Earnings, man. Big time.
All about earnings.
All about it. Kevin, you have a great one, a safe one, and we look forward to the show at noon.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks,
Kevin.
Stay right there, folks. Market's kind of giving it up. Dow's up 64. NASDAQ is down 1. S&Ps are up 4. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. And folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You'll see the banner. You can hit the banner, bring up the platform, and walk along with us as we trade these defined option contracts. Now, last night, of course, Google's always a big one. And when Google come out a couple minutes past 4. And they were trading what Google did, which is pretty wild. So what had happened, when I was on the air, is at 3 o'clock, I felt like, okay, is this an ABC up?
Okay.
And what I'm looking at, folks, is that at 9:75, it was taking that out. Now, what had happened is that it hadn't tested its downdraft. So if we go back over here and take a look at it, you'll see at 3 o'clock, right there. So at 3 o'clock, it's at 9:79. It says, okay, it didn't look like it was going to make it, actually. Well, by the time the show is ending, it drives all the way up to 986. And 984 was the number. Now, when you're looking at this, it looks there is more volume here, but that volume came in after they came out with their earnings, okay? So what happened is that it got over the 984, closed underneath it. I said, that's it, I'm going short. I was bullish prior to that, but what ended up happening is that as soon as it failed there, I said, well, it looks like it wants to go lower.
Okay.
And so it wasn't Google. If you go into the NQs, this is okay, then Google can move the NQs. So if you go back, inside the Nadex platform, you're going to see, there's only 5 minutes left. So there's 20 minutes left. So
sure.
It wasn't a bad little trade.
Yeah.
What ended up happening is that Google first opened up $10, then went down 30. So the NQs moved from 50, well, they closed at 4 o'clock, they were 59.45. Google comes out, they go to 59.54 in a heartbeat.
Sure.
Right? And then guess what? Boom, they've come down to 59.30.
Yep.
And I had the 59.35s.
Okay.
But the 59.35s had cost.
Did you have spreads or binary?
I spread. I sold the spread.
Was that the ceiling?
That was the ceiling.
Okay.
Right.
How big was the spread?
30 points.
Okay.
And what happened, I ended up losing $3 on it. I bought sold 3 contracts, lost $3. I just want to show you how it shook out. So what happened, because the reason I lost it, I lost it because I still had to pay a point and a quarter for premium.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? But anyway.
Yeah, and I can see it closed at 59.33. No.
33.50, I think. 33.75.
Yes.
But with commissions,
I
sold it at 33.50, I believe.
59.35.
Yeah, I sold the 59.35.
Sure.
Yes,
so you got $1.25, kind of, which you should.
Right. But the key to get your head wrapped around here is that you can, like Facebook's going to be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Facebook will move it. Google will move. Amazon will move it. And what you definitely want to do too is, if you go onto the Thinkorswim platform, get the expected move, because the expected move yesterday was 4.1%, I believe.
In Google?
Yes, in Google.
Okay.
Yeah, 4.1% right before the close.
Cool.
And normally it's 5.3 though.
When they have earnings coming.
Yes.
Yes.
So it was lower.
Yeah.
4.1.
And it even disappointed there, right?
It did.
Yeah.
No, it did. It did. But you start putting them together, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So out here today, the strength versus the weakness. Let's take a look at it. The strength inside the Dow Industrials.
I was going to say Caterpillar and McDonald's, right? Both of them earnings. Yep.
Big Mac putting 38 positive points. Caterpillar 33. Goldman 26. Home Depot 12. The only thing taken away, that's pretty intense. 3M taking away 75 points. United Technologies 20. That's 3M. That's a hit. Look at this.
Can you go into the news after you?
Yeah.
I think they had earnings as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The net sales, the estimate was 7.8 billion. They did 7.81. The estimate was 7.86. Earnings per share
came in. It looks like boost lower end of year earnings per share. Just not quite what the market wanted to see.
No, not even close.
Yeah.
United Technologies, UTX. UTX is down $3. That also had some volume on the way down. That's breaking a consolidation. It's going to the lower end of a consolidation. Earnings per share, and they beat. But bottom line,
I'm sure it has to do with possible future revisions or expectations coming in quarters.
They raised it. They raised it though. But bottom line, the market's not believing.
Because even here, I mean, they see fiscal year adjusted. They're going from 645 to 660, and they were looking for 630 to 660.
Yeah.
But somewhere in here, right?
Well, and what it could be too is 3M is dragging them down because those are big industrial companies.
Yes.
Inside the NDX 100, it's Seagate Technology that's getting smoked. Seagate, well, first the leaders. The leaders, you have Tractor Supply, that's up 3%.
Maybe that's Caterpillar, or maybe that's their own deal, but...
That's right. Tractor Supply would be...
they might have their own earnings, so that just might be coming off of what Caterpillar showed.
Yeah. JB Hunt, that's a big trucking company. QVC, up 1.8. Now, taken away from it, look at this. Seagate Technology is down 16.37%.
That's quite a number.
That is a big number. This company is... a psycho when it comes to how this company can go up and down. I mean, over the course of years, I've seen this thing.
Earnings matter, and they tend to surprise the market.
It's like they make a fortune and they make nothing.
Yeah.
Then they, it's just.
You just can't see the gaps when you're looking at a monthly. But closer, it was, at least going back the last few quarters, it looked like each. Yeah. There you go. So they're 3 for 3 in the last 3 earnings, for surprising the market, and it might even be, if you kind of describe, I mean, that might be one earnings right there.
Yep.
Right, that's October, sure, yeah.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah,
it would be because we're July 26th. It's close. Yeah.
You got 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe something's going on there.
Hit it. Why don't you hit the? Let's put it back 2 years on the weekly. Yeah. So if you hit daily and then just hit 2, beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Bing, bing. That's one. Bing.
Yeah.
Bing.
If you're in your car, folks, we're looking at gaps all over the place.
All over the place. And what's trouble is, where are they going from here, right? I mean, you're at the higher end.
They're going to go fill that gap.
Exactly, right.
That's
here,
a monster gap.
And where's the lower end of that? $24?
Yeah.
Down to $9. You're talking about 30% from where we're at almost. Well, hey, you did 17% in a day.
That's intense.
Can you actually go back and just take a look at what the news... for the numbers, actually, how bad they actually were, those.
Yeah.
We'll see if they, because it's always interesting, did they beat, or is it deeper in their projections? I'm guessing they missed somewhere. Yeah, 2.5 versus 2.6 in revenue versus 2.72, so you're missing by 120 to 170 million in revenue for the quarter.
And then NetApp's down to...
Seagate reports added restructuring to cut 600 jobs, I saw in there.
Okay.
So that's where there's...
Look at the miss.
There you go. Earnings per share 65 cents versus 98.
Yeah.
Revenue 2.4 versus 2.56. And if they're talking about cutting jobs, missing revenue, that's not a headline you want.
No. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow right now is up 100. You get the Nasdaq flat. S&Ps are up 7.5. Gold is down 240. We have silver up 4 cents. We're going to be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. And we're going to talk about the gold market for a bit here.
One thing you don't want is the tax man on your back, no matter where you live, or do business.
Right.
Man, this is going to go ahead. Yeah.
So Acacia, folks, Acacia is a subsidiary of Barrick Gold. Barrick Gold owns Acacia. Acacia does business in Tanzania. If you saw the market yesterday and so you saw Barrick Gold, Barrick was taking the GDX down, the HUI down, the Gold Bugs Index down, all of the above. And what it's about is this. So Tanzania sent Acacia a tax bill equal to almost 2 centuries worth of gold production's revenue.
Can't hurt for asking.
200 years, yeah. The government issued a company which mines all of its gold. So all of its, that's why they made it a subsidiary too. But that's
I was going to say that at the end. This company may be going out of business, and that's what the market's saying.
Right. With a $40 billion tax bill and another $150 billion in interest and penalties.
That's so great. Why not? They don't even, they just say, oh, you owe us all this money from the year 2000, and we're going to charge you interest on it. I mean, quite a punch in the gut.
That's right.
Yeah.
So what the government is saying, now, with this whole thing, it started in March, folks.
Okay.
What has happened in the...
It seems like that's the underdeclared, excuse me.
Yeah. What's happened, and this is where in the metal market, you have risk that the metal won't go up.
You're good.
You have
jumping the gun. You're gonna get there. Yeah.
You have political risk, which realistically is the biggest risk.
If you're an equity trader in the gold market, that's one thing. You either know you're taking that risk in hopes of greater returns because you're taking a risk, so you better be getting greater returns because when you're buying those equities with political risk, this is going to happen sometimes.
That's right. Yeah. And so what the new thing is, which started about 2 years ago, folks, is that when what the countries want to do, so picture, let's picture you all own a gold mine. And what has happened is that you take the ore out of the ground. Now, the ore itself would be just a rock that kind of gets crushed, right?
Okay.
And it's a concentrate, okay? It's not the one that we're buying, okay?
Okay.
And what the countries want to be done is that they want all the fabrication to be made inside the country so there's more jobs, right? Well, what has happened is that the companies are fighting this. Okay?
Sure.
You know,
that would make sense in highly unstable regions. And you don't want to produce the nice shiny coin because then boom, you have no value. And you want to take the rock.
They want to get it out as quick as they can get it out.
There's still skill that needs to be put into it.
Right. So bottom line is that there's going to be a fight here. Now I expect. You know, they're going to straighten this out because...
It's tough to fight with the government, though. That's what we've all seen. As in, you know, there's a fight, but...
it's all about money.
Leverage is difficult.
That's right.
Where you don't really have leverage when the government says, no, it's ours, you owe us that. Right. Now, you counter-proposal. You know, what's your leverage?
What is the counter? And you know, what this is what ends up happening with, you know, American companies in particular. Now, Barrick, I believe ABX, Barrick, would still be under American rules, but they're a Canadian company.
Well, they're under not America. It's the market rules, which they're under. Where if they're trading in the New York Stock Exchange, that's.
Well, I'm going to bring up the bribery aspect because what happens is this: is that the mining business is a dirty business, the mineral business in general.
Sure.
So what also ends up happening is that American companies got to stay far away from this whole deal, and because you see them always go down the tubes. The bribes come in, and then 10, 12 years later, see you later, they get caught, someone's all, and then the whole thing goes south.
Yeah.
So they got challenges, man. Now if we go over to ABX and we look at it this morning, what you're going to see is that...
Interesting that they're up along with...
Oh, it's
Acacia being
They just
down
held
again.
the low, and this is pretty intense, But I got to tell you something. It's going to need more volume than this. Let me pull this back a bit.
Yeah, and it's, we'll break down. That might be 1/100th of what that company is realistically worth, and maybe yesterday's decline.
Well, and the good thing is, Barrick does have a high volume low, and it didn't make it. It didn't even make it to the swing low from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But I'm bringing the aspect up so you can really understand what does happen in that business.
No, for sure.
Yeah. And what also ends up happening...
It's a good illustration of the risks that are present.
Well, and listen to this. This is how bizarre this can get, folks. If you think in the United States it doesn't change, it almost changed, like 12 years ago when gold was flying high.
Sure.
That in Nevada, it almost changed that everyone is yapping that, hey, hold it. We should change the laws now. And if you own the company, it was almost serious business, because what happens in the United States, folks,
I believe that conversation is still taking place right now to allow that.
Oh, it probably is.
It is.
It probably is.
It's very at the forefront, actually.
Right, and when prices go up, that's when it really comes on. Do you know what I mean? Because what ends up happening is that...
the rhetoric is that it's necessary and it's not bribes. It's just the type of business that needs to be done, and it's already kind of being done. And so that's the rhetoric on the other side.
They're national lands, and if you want to go file a claim, you can still file a claim. You can go in the middle of the desert and file a claim and say, okay, I want to dig there. And it's inexpensive, but then you got to go dig, and that is hundreds of millions of dollars.
Sure.
But to get the claim is not. And so so anyway, there were rumblings of tax implications at that.
I thought you were talking about the making payments to foreign national.
Oh, no. I was talking about what happens is this. So picture that you have a mine in Nevada, right?
Okay.
And if you filed the claim, right, that's your mine for so many years and all that, and the United States doesn't get minerals royalties out of that. Okay. So when the gold was going to the 1900, people said, why don't we get mineral rights out of that? The United States owns it. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
So my point there was that, hey, it can happen here too.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But anyway, it's going to be intriguing. Well, intriguing is the wrong word. We'll see what shakes out.
It'll be interesting.
It is. Well, so if we swap gears and go to Rangol Resources, right? Now this is one of the most talented guys in the business, and he's in a very dangerous, climate where he does business. Okay, he does business in Mali, and it's a huge and some of the most inexpensive gold there is. But guess what? There's been a civil war going on there for a long time.
Can you go forward to where they get their revenue? It might just say Africa, but
Yeah, it does. I just happen to know because when I interviewed him, let's see.
Okay, I was just talking about, I think, the next screen in that description, right, where it breaks down where their revenue comes from.
Oh, usually. Okay, sure. Let's see.
Like that page.
Yeah.
Keep going, maybe? Is it usually on the...
Yeah, it is. It is.
Sub-Saharan Africa is how they qualify it as. Okay.
But that's, you know, and
it could be more diversified just than Mali, maybe. If
it is. But what happens is that
Sub-Saharan South.
It's where your biggest spreads are.
Sure, right.
You know,
yeah.
and West Africa right now is the biggest spreads.
Yeah, and I was going to say, why do you have those spreads, right?
Yeah,
because there's a little bit of risk there.
And that's it, because no one's gone there.
Well,
and you're so deep into the jungle. It's you know, now you got to get it out.
That's where you can get bigger spreads because people don't have access to that. So guess what? If you eventually get it out of the gold, maybe you get it out at a cheaper price than you do when you just have to go in and buy a mine in a very stable place like Nevada.
Totally.
You're not going to have these huge spreads. Whereas
you
find gold in there, maybe you're getting it out a little bit cheaper.
Oh, yeah.
Because guess what? That land's not as expensive because sometimes you're not going to get it out.
Yeah, many times.
Exactly.
Just like trying to get out of Russia. See you later. Great Basin.
Ask the owners of Acacia Management right now. They're not getting anything out right now. Yep.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials up 106. NASDAQ is down 6. S&Ps are up 7. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to the Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White has just announced a new online course that he'll be premiering to his subscribers the evening of July 26th, The Next Wild Wild West of Computing. Machine learning will be the biggest growth area for tech companies in the next 10 years. Make sure you're ready to capitalize on that opportunity. With over 50 types of algorithms and growing, Dave White will tell you why there are so many areas for companies to apply this to their business to both sell and consume. Right now, you can get a 30-day free trial to either of Dave's newsletters, Path of Least Resistance and The Technology Insider, as well as get a 30-day money-back guarantee when ordering Timing the Trade charts. Don't miss out on the next Wild Wild West of computing as it premieres July 26th for all subscribers to Dave White Services. For all the details and to sign up today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 106. You get the NASDAQ down 5. S&Ps are up 7. If we do go over and we take a look at the 3 Qs out here, still hanging at highs, man. You know, even with Google.
A little bit negative for the day.
Yeah.
It was surprising, too, because I saw first inclination of Google, and I saw the headline number, and I kind of was just busy and stopped paying attention.
Yeah.
And I didn't even glance back to really the market until this morning, and then it was up a little bit with Caterpillar, right? That was a big mover. And then before you know it, Nasdaq isn't even positive.
No, I just
and Google had pulled back. Just other things. I was just doing other things, and I was only seeing a few select headline numbers is what happened.
Right.
So I was thinking the Nasdaq could be up huge with Google having a good number. I was like, oh man, Caterpillar just came in with big beat for sure.
Yes.
To their credit. And what else was there? Honeywell was out maybe, or was it? There was another.
Oh, it might be Honeywell. Look at Google. This is interesting with Google now because Google's taken another leg down.
Yeah.
It broke that 950.
I bet Google wanted to be in the $1,000 Amazon club, and they got some work to do now.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. We talk Amazon. Let's go see where that baby's at. So that's
they all can't be $1,000 babies like Amazon.
Yeah. So that's coming out Thursday,
27th.
right?
Is that Thursday? What day is it? The 25th, I believe. Yeah. Yes. Go ahead. Yeah.
And then Facebook. That's going to be tomorrow, I think.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow, 4 o'clock.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Yeah.
Let's cue up that music tomorrow for Kevin Hinks. Because it's back. We got Facebook tomorrow for sure.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So tomorrow night we also got Dave White, right?
We do, for sure.
Yeah.
So we sent out an email this morning. People should definitely check out any of his services.
This is cutting edge, folks. We're talking cutting edge here.
And I put in this morning, so we're saying it's premiere. People are used to kind of the interactive web reel deal, and this is an online course that Dave's put together. So there's no, room you have to log into or anything like that. You're just going to get this premiered on your members page tomorrow evening. He's putting it together, and it's full HD. So really, that room was just not up to where the type of presentation he wanted to put together. And that's why we did it this way. So people can check out any of his services. He's got both of his newsletters, his daily Path of Least Resistance, weekly Tech Insider, and of course the Art of Time and the Trade Charts. You can get free trials of either of his newsletters, money back guarantee for 30 days with the charts, and he's going to be talking about kind of these companies and his deep dive into machine learning, what he's learned and what kind of companies can do with it themselves, profit off it, selling those services to companies. So it'll be cool.
I can't wait. Because I already downloaded.
It's going to get your mind thinking. This isn't like a programming course. It's a general kind of just lay of the land of what could be happening with them, what kind of algorithms they're using.
Right. Well, you know what I did?
Where are we going?
I Googled machine learning for novices.
Where are we? I don't think you're at where you want to be at.
Okay, let's see.
No, you just Googled Wicca. I don't know what
no, I know. Here, I'll do it this way then. M-A-C-H.
We're going on the fly here, folks.
Yeah.
Googling on the fly. No, don't tell me you're going to... We're not going to the top one. Yeah. You want to share with us what we're Googling? Novice. Yeah. Okay. I didn't know where you were going.
Yeah, so I'll find this. Yeah, 4 steps to get, I think...
Looks like we've clicked on that one.
This one, that's the one then. Okay. So...
No?
Yeah, this is the one. It's a applied machine learning process.
WEKA. W-E. There you go.
W-E-K-A. I downloaded, but I'm going to have to watch Dave's video first to figure out what to do with this download.
I'm looking forward to seeing what companies he's talking about. That's what because that's really where you see that these companies, IBM is obviously not currently what I expect he's going to be saying is capitalizing the way that they're, but they have Big Blue and they should be capitalizing, it seems like, on that type of selling those services to other companies. Can TFNN call IBM and say, can you analyze some of our subscriber data, right, and use that to see how we should be promoting it? That's a very easy service to understand how you could capitalize on that type of services.
And I think that IBM is probably so big because about 8 months ago, I emailed them. You can go on their site for, the Watson.
Yeah.
And I emailed them to call us. They never called us.
Say, hey, tell us how Watson could be on the team. Totally.
I did.
It's that's good to hear. It's too bad they didn't email back, man. It is, because that seems like something
Dave was talking about this yesterday or the day before on his interview. Practice on data sets.
Right. I was looking at that.
It's the data sets that go into this.
And now there's these companies that have huge data sets that they can analyze this data and really use it. You're talking about a company like Amazon that knows every page you've ever visited.
Yeah.
You're the way you've navigated around their website. They probably can look at all that and they can say, computers, show us when somebody navigates in a way that ends up with them spending hundreds of dollars. Maybe. Right. You know, you can do all these.
Totally.
It's totally. Pretty cool.
When do they get paid? Right. How much do they get paid?
Right. What should we show them? When should we show it?
Yeah.
What price should we have? All of that.
No doubt. Let's go over and take a look at. So what's happening out here today, folks, is that you get copper catching a bid here. It's up 8.5 pennies.
Not bad.
3%. That's a number, man. Yep. So you get juice behind this, man. Copper's on its way to 284, and it's interesting because TGB's been on the move. Look at that. You know, that's been saying that, you know, that is a high volume high. Taseko Mines at 163. You're 149, going big time. SCCO, which is one of the largest copper mines out there. Look at that. Going right up to swing high 39.50. At 39.66 today.
Definitely.
And that's been a fast move, man. It just went from 33 a month ago. Yeah, the 21st.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Quite a run.
And, you know, in the context of, well, hey, let's go to the oil market. So what... We
got
oil
inventory tomorrow, right? EIA.
So after the close today, we got the API.
Yep. It's fighting. It's fighting to get that $48 level again.
Oh, it's
a far cry from 42.
Yeah, no, this is going to set up a nice trade, folks, tomorrow morning inside the Nadex platform for the volatility trade.
Back down to $42.
Yeah.
In an hour.
I like how that's. No, I do.
No, you can.
What you have here is this: is that you're going into 847,000 contracts. You get 417. This will do 650 or something.
Okay.
You know, because a lot of this comes in the morning.
Sure.
So we'll see where that shakes out. But
it's kind of nice how it's like topped up there almost 3 times, right? It could either break higher, fall apart.
Yep.
Even if it just jumps back down here, you're talking about $44. That's $3, $3.50.
Right.
Yeah,
so those spreads, the volatility spread would be a nice setup.
Maybe we'll look for one of the longer term, as in the daily spreads.
That would make sense.
You know, you're able to get $2, $3, $4 maybe of movement to capitalize on.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Gold contract out here. Let's see what they're doing with gold. They're moving gold around out here this morning. Let's see. So right now you're down 290. Yeah, you get a sideways move. 161,000 contracts. You're going into. Let's see. Yeah, you're going to 241. So that's still building costs for higher price. XAU, the HUI, XAU out here, up $1.94. That's grabbed everything that it gave up yesterday. Gold bugs up 371. Hasn't quite grabbed everything, but it looks like it's on the way.
It's trying.
Dow right now, folks, up 104. You get the Nasdaq down 4. S&Ps are up 7. You know, and since the beginning, the Nasdaq is the only one that has taken a hit. I mean, June 6th took a big hit, but
it's bounced back. We'll see.
Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Will the S&P 500 continue to climb? For bold trades on U.S. large-cap stocks in either direction, trade SPXL, SPUU, or SPXS. Directions Daily S&P 500 Bull and Bear Leveraged ETFs. Direction leveraged ETFs. An investor should carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risks, charges, and expenses before investing. A fund's prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a fund's prospectus and summary prospectus, call 866-476-7523 or visit directioninvestments.com. A fund's prospectus and summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee.
See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume stocks in this market. And yesterday was a low volume market. We'll find out in the summer, of course. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is the only shot most of the time to get something going.
And look at Freeport. We hadn't really talked about them. Yeah. Big earnings, 10% day. Not bad.
Where is she?
On the top one.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, look at that. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Man. And see, that's...
That was maybe that was the other one when I was saying Honeywell. That I was hearing Caterpillar and Freeport.
Look at that.
That's what
That is a monster. Yeah. And I think what's going on... I
want to scroll down a little more. There we go. 3.7 versus 3.68. Let's see. Earnings per share, they missed a little bit.
Yeah, you know what this is going to have to do with here? Move up just a little bit more. It's going to have to do with that Grasberg mine. This is probably a political deal. See, side note.
Yeah, it's going to be somewhere in here if it...
Yeah, what they've been going through, folks, is that they've been going through a renegotiation. So they have a contract on their largest mine in Indonesia. And
maybe minor surges. China brightens too.
Yeah, well, the China deal's a big deal because iron ore also is moving.
So they had a conference call going at 10:08 when we came on. So that's the other thing, that as these things reel off,
copper's being better than expected.
So Grasberg talks. Yeah, is that what you're talking about?
That's it. That's their monster mine.
Okay.
That the Indonesia wanted to break the contract and wants more money.
Both Indonesia sides have said they want a deal, so he's discussing that.
Right, right.
And so to the moon it's going. Looks like talks are going well.
Intraday, and so...
look at from where he even started at 10 o'clock, where it's come.
Yep.
He's
no doubt.
He's crushing that conference call. Good for him.
Yep. There's no doubt, man. There's no doubt. That's a big number, and this is an equity that's come down quite a bit.
Copper up huge on the day that you're Freeport having a conference call on your earnings. I'm sure helps.
If we go to iron ore, let's see where iron ore is. Iron ore is up $9. Okay. That's not huge, but it's off the bottom pretty good. So iron ore, we just went from $412 a ton to $530.
I mean, that's almost a 2% move, up $10 on a $520.
Oh yeah. And what happens in that commodity business, folks? The thing is, so if you Google an iron ore mine, it's so cool. It's like, just picture a bunch of sand and these shovels that are as big as you can imagine, right? Yeah. You just keep taking it up, and that's what they need for steel. So when things are good, things are real good. Yeah. When things go south, well, they go south in your history. And you can see Valley certainly doesn't have a bid like Freeport McMoran, but this is off the bottom pretty good, and it looks like it's going to be an ABC up. Yeah, it's taking out the B point right now. 16 million shares, we're already done 28. So you get a small ABC up. It looks like $1. Yeah, it's $1. Gets you $9.97. You're at $9.50. So.
74,000 employees for that company I saw on that description screen. Some of these...
Oh, you want to see... This is amazing.
It's pretty cool. 74,098 as of December 2015.
Right, and watch the amount of money they take in. This is crazy. $103 billion.
Not bad.
Yeah. Asia, 58%. Europe, 58 billion in Asia. 16 billion Europe.
You're pretty close though. They're taking in about 100, almost at the top. So that's
yeah. So it's when the commodities go, they really like to go. There's no doubt about that. So you stay right there, folks. We got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up next. He is going to be growling and prowling with you, and then of course swim lessons, folks. You want to understand these markets upside down? Oh, and check this out. This is going to be amazing. Bitcoin, right?
Okay.
Bitcoin.
Where are we at?
You're going to be able to buy and sell options. The SEC yesterday have just allowed a new Bitcoin exchange.
What was I telling you? I've been playing around the Bitcoin. This
Yep.
It's coming mainstream, and you can only buy so many of them.
It just happened.
Pretty cool.
Okay, 2 months from now,
options on Bitcoins.
Yep.
You want some volatility?
A full exchange.
There we go.
Right. Stay right there, folks. Basil's coming right up. Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.